Hello artists! Today we are going to make a paint and print snowman. So we will have two pictures. One side we're going to paint on and the other side is going to be our printed paper. So let me show you how we're going to get started. Because we're inspired from the book Snowmen at Night, we're going to use black paper. Start by folding your paper in half and then opening it up. I like to paint on the right side of my paper because I'm right-handed. But if you're left-handed, paint on the left side and print that way. So we're going to get started by making a snowman. What we need to remember is because we're painting and on one side and printing on the other side, we're going to get some nice texture on that second printed side. We want our snowman to look like he's at night or melting over here on the second side or the printed side. So we're going to start by painting each part of our snowman. We want a good amount of paint, but not too much paint. And we must do the printing while the paint is still wet. So we put the paint down. We don't want big globs of paint, but enough paint to cover. And then we close the paper and we print. Massage that spot that you just painted. And when you open it up, voila, you have a printed image. And notice how it leaves some of the black showing through. That's the texture. That's what we're looking for, so that it makes our snowman look like he's starting to melt and fall apart from all the playing he did at night. Now we're going to paint the second part of our snowman, the second ball, and again, print. Rub where you just painted, massage gently, and open it up. You have to work pretty quickly, otherwise the paint will dry. And if the paint dries, you won't get a good print. So now we're going to make that third circle. Paint the head right on top. And then print. So you should have 3 circles that you've painted and 3 circles that you've printed. Now, if you are printing and your print looks more like this, that's okay. It means that you probably didn't have enough paint on this side, or it was too dry by the time you printed. So what you would do is put more paint on the painted side and then print it again. You do not want to paint on the printed side. Don't paint over here. This is only for printing. So again, you could repaint on the painted side and reprint it if you worked either too slow or you didn't have quite enough paint. Now, if I don't put enough paint on, say here with my moon, if I don't put enough paint on, or I keep working it and keep working it, and then I try to print, it won't come out very dark, but that's okay. I kind of like the way that looks because it gives us some great texture. So that is okay. Once you get your snowman made, now you're going to add ground. So again, on the painted side, you can paint some lines for snow on the ground and print. We have to, every time we paint, we print. So we get those fun print lines. And then a little bit more paint. Maybe I want to say there's a fence or something back here. I can put some vertical lines. And again, print. I'm not painting. That looks really cool. I love those textures. I'm not painting the shape of my snowman. No arms, no hat, no details on my snowman. We're going to fill those in with color next week. So we're just going to finish by doing some ground and having some snow on my snowman and maybe some snowflakes. Maybe it's snowing if we do this, hopefully it'll start snowing for real outside. And one last print. And I just like to massage the whole thing just to make sure. And then open it up. And I have two papers, a painted one and a printed one. Okay, your turn, artists. Have fun.